Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to make sure this is going to start. Yay. Okay. So I want to talk about intuitive eating. I got a couple people in my team that want to try this out this week. So I wanted to give some parameters around it. Let's first talk about what intuitive eating is not. It doesn't mean eat whatever, whenever. It means learning to listen to cues and eat with structure and awareness to your body cues till you get the results you want. So there are a number of components, but I wanted to focus on two components today, two and a half. One, protein at every meal. Super important. So let's unpack how much protein we need. Now, typically you're not logging, but if you were, like intuitive eating means not logging, but it's about 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal for females. And that equates to about the palm, the size of the palm of your hand. So it doesn't include your fingers and the same thickness. So if you've got poultry or beef, it's about the size of your palm. So protein sources that you would include in your meal would be egg white, so 3/4 to a cup, low fat Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, half a cup to 3/4 of a cup, and it needs to be plain. You can add your own honey, your own fruit to sweeten it. Um, the fruit on the bottom or the vanilla varieties of cottage cheese or Greek yogurt usually have more carbohydrate than fat. Also, take a 1 or 2% low fat. No fat has been stripped of the healthy fats we need. And typically, when they take out the fats, they've got to add some kind of artificial sweetener or something to make it taste good. So, even the naturopathic doctor that I work with tells me to let people know that she sends that we need to go low fat, not no fat. Poultry and fish, again, the size of your palm. Beef, limited to once a week if you're in an anti-inflammatory protocol, like most of my team is eating anti-inflammatory right now. Tofu, and then protein powder, a scoop to a scoop and a half for your portion. And what I like to say is pick your protein first. So every meal, what's the protein going to be? And then you can supplement with your carbs and your fats. So take your protein, carbs, you would add your rice, sweet potato, oatmeal, beans, fat, the avocado, the olive oil, the nuts, seeds, all that good stuff. But start with your protein. Okay, now you've got your meal. Guideline number 2, eat until you're 80% full. This is a very powerful technique, but it's a little hard to. I remember, so I practiced this, eating slowly into 80% full. And I used to sit down at lunch. I used to have a great big salad, lots of veggies, and my protein. So I couldn't finish it, you guys, when I practiced this. And you know what? I need to go back. I've been eating quickly, and I'm going to go back to this right now. When you leave the table, when you finish your meal, you should not feel stuffed when you're finished. You should feel satisfied and comfortable. But if you're full, you've overeaten, probably ate too fast, and you're probably storing body fat because it takes 20, you guys know this, it takes 20 minutes for your brain to tell your gut you're full. So if you're full, when you finished, you have overeaten the end. So, pro tip, eat slowly, pause between your bites, put your utensil down, and check in of how you're feeling. Um, you guys know that I worked for PN for a year as an assistant. That was the contract. I was hired for a year to be an assistant coach. And they have a year-long program and where you practice your habits. Eat slowly was so important. It was introduced and practiced twice during the year. Plus, it's challenging to get the hang of, so they did it 2 times in their program. I'm going to attach a worksheet that will help you identify how you should feel during the meal, immediately after, an hour later, 2 hours later, 4 hours later, etc., so that you can help you navigate this eating to 80% full. Let me know if you got questions. Let me know if you tried out. What did you find? What did you figure out? I'd love to know. Tag me so I don't miss it. And I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you next week.